What's going on, HPP fam? Welcome back to another episode. I'm JD, that's Gio, and as you can see, he's getting the transmission situated to go back in our Challenger here. I'll show you guys here in a short. As soon as he gets the new McLeod clutch installed, we'll show you what that looks like. Also, as you can see, we've made some progress this morning on James's car. We've got the intercooler piping all wrapped up, blow off valve mounted, booster block put in, coolant reservoir put in, and we're about to put the injectors in and do the fuel pump. And actually, before I do that, I'll probably do the MAV sensor and maybe get this front end put back together. I still have the fan assembly over here. Probably should have put that in, but the car's on the ground, so I can't. I'd have to get it back up in the air. So once I do that, I'll get the fan assembly back in, because this thing will be wrapped up today with the Procharged. But before I can dive into that anymore, got this brand new F-150 in. This is a Sport 4x4. I'm not sure what engine's in it, I gotta look. But it is here to get a bed cover put on it. So this is another one of those deals that we do installs for American Truck and American Muscle. We're one of their authorized installer shops, so they send us stuff to install all the time. So this is one of the vehicles that we're doing. So let's dive in and get this bed cover put on real quick for this guy and get him out of here. So guys, we got our inner rails in on both sides and tight, so we'll go ahead and get our bed cover snapped down onto that, and we'll get tightening all that up. But in the meantime, Gio has got our beautiful McLeod clutch installed. So let's slide over here, see what that looks like. Ooh, she's pretty. Pretty. This is all in, torque down, and aligned, so we're going to go ahead and get our transmission back up in here. Step around here and show you guys the final product on the bed cover. Ooh, it's look good. Looks good. So this one's all wrapped up. Get it on back to the customer. It is late. The camera's almost dead. But got an update. Our 6-speed manual Challenger is on the dyno with the stage 3 cam in it, ready to be tuned. We had a fiasco with the car, and we got it all together, and it was making a weird sound. And I like to be transparent. You guys know on this channel, I let you know the good, the bad, the ugly, the truth. I had a personal issue happen as well, and we ended up tearing the whole car back apart, only to find nothing wrong. So we do a lot of cams, a lot of HEMI cams. So I had a whole nother cam package here. So Gio and I went back in this morning and took the entire car apart and redid the entire job. The only part that we reused was the stage 3 cam that we had put in it last week. That was the only thing that we did. We did not change. We used the same cam, but we put new lifters, new push rods, new head gaskets, new head bolts, We still use the same phaser limiter because the phaser limiter, like, it's just a hunk of metal. There's nothing that can be wrong with that. And put the whole car back together, and the noise is gone. I mean, we went through and checked the rockers, and we put new lifters in it. We checked everything, could not find anything wrong. So we just took all those new parts out and put all brand new parts in, and the noise is gone. So, I mean, I highly doubt it's install error. We probably do, you know, like a lot. So I highly doubt that that's the issue, or that was the issue. But either way, long story short, we got the issue fixed, and it's on the dyno. You guys saw that the car also got a McLeod clutch in it as well. Customer complained of a trans noise. When I pulled the car on the dyno, I still heard the trans noise. So unfortunately, the new slave cylinder and new clutch did not cure the issue. It sounded like it was the slave cylinder, the bearing, basically the throw bearing, sounded like it was bad. Occasionally when you clutched in at different times, it would make noise. It still makes that noise with a brand new slave cylinder with bearing in there. So it's looking like, unfortunately, it might be the actual front bearing on the transmission itself. So we'll inform the customer of that when he comes to pick up, but that's not going to stop the same from being tuned and making power. So we've got it all strapped down. We are checking trans fluid, doing our due diligence before we start making pulls. And then we'll see where we end up. Also, I stayed late yesterday and sweat my ass off. It's hot. Stayed late yesterday and worked on the turbocharger quite a bit, and I built intercooler piping for this side. So as you can see, it is not a bunch of couplers. It's all TIG welded together. So that side's done. I extended this pipe here to move everything out, and so now we've got clearance between the valve cover. This doesn't need to be cut out anymore. The wastegate fits, so all that stuff fits. Now I can build the intercooler pipes on the other side. Got a few other things to line out. Once we get the intercooler pipes done, go ahead and weld a blow-off valve on it. I changed the oil line. I got it running nicely and put a 90-degree fitting so it's not all sticking up. We're getting it cleaned up. We're getting it ready. We're going to be dynoing this thing soon. Mr. Harbuck's car, rocking and rolling on that too. This one will get finished up tomorrow. But as you see, she's fucking Procharged. So I got a few small things to tidy up on this. This one will hit the dyno tomorrow. So you guys get ready for that. But in the meantime, let's dyno our Challenger. Gentlemen, as you can see, we've got Mr. Harbuck's car on the dyno. Procharger setups all wrapped up. Still got to figure out what I'm going to do with the catch can. I've done some other things with other catch cans. That one's a little bit different. So I'm going to go ahead and get the tuning on this thing, and then I'll figure out the catch can when I'm done. But as you can see, it's looking sweet, nice and quiet. Get this thing wiped down a little bit more here. We just got it wrapped up. I got the fuel tank, or the fuel pump done in the rear, and I put a little base map in it. And as you can hear, she's chopping, sounding good. We also got the old Biohazard Mustang in. I don't know if you guys remember us working on this one, but it's got an air leak somewhere in the airlift system. So we're going to dive into this one here in a little bit. See if we can't find our air leak. Aside from that, you guys down in the comments section, go ahead and wish Gio a happy birthday. He's not here today. We gave him the day off for his birthday. So I hope he enjoys his day. But put down in the comment section, happy birthday, Gio. You guys may see this a little late, but I'm sure he'll still appreciate the birthday wishes. Also, you guys witnessed, end of yesterday, we wrapped up our stage 3 car. That's a manual. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to give the bad news to the customer. He is gonna need a transmission. The synchronizers are going out, and that sucks. But the new McLeod clutch and slave cylinder in there is doing all that it can, and it can definitely hold the power now. So once it gets a new tranny, whatever he wants to throw at it, that clutch can handle. I have final numbers on that car, but the computer decided it wanted to update and do all sorts of fun stuff. So let me get the dyno software open back up, and I'll show you guys final numbers on that one. I want to say, if I don't do it, if I forget to do it, I want to say it ended up at 412 horsepower, 418 foot-pounds of torque, if I remember correctly. So let me get this thing strapped down and go hydrate a little bit, and then we'll get to tuning. As you guys can see, she is all wrapped up. I even got the catch can situated. Ooh, looking good. Let me show you guys our final numbers. Hold on, let me fix the screen. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. 519 horsepower, 500 foot-pounds of torque. She's pushing 6 pounds of boost at red line, and all wrapped up. So I hope Mr. Harbuck enjoys his ride. Shoot, let's dive into our Mustang, see if we can't find our air leak. So guys, as y'all just seen, James's car wrapped up, 519 horsepower, 501 foot-pounds of torque. He just picked up the car. As you see, the dyno's empty. Super happy with it. I hope James enjoys his new ride with the Procharged. Aside from that, we just got our ECUs back. Shout out to Comp JLT, Jared. Thank you, buddy, for getting that taken care of for us. So we got our ECU back for our Challenger right here, our Charger right there, and our Jeep right there. All those ECUs are back, so I'll be able to knock out that Jeep. I'll be able to tune the Charger once I finish the turbo kit. We already knocked it out this morning. I didn't pick up the camera. Smiley's Hellcat was in for an oil change. I don't know if you remember this car. Last time I was here, it didn't have the kitty on the side. But we did all the exterior to this thing. All the modifications, and then the front splitter and the canards and the wicker bill and all that jazz, and the lighting in there. But did a little oil change, a little basic maintenance on her, keep her running right. And then found the leak on Biohazard, got that repaired, so Mr. Green will be picking her up soon. And then look at what else we got dropped off yesterday afternoon, the Godzilla. As you can see, she look a little different. I believe they're AFCO shocks, so those have been put on it. Put some smaller wheels and tires. We got a, ooh, look at that. Godzilla. We have got a Banks gauge going on this thing. And I think we're gonna stick it back on the dyno and make a pull with the exhaust cutout on it. Open, see what kind of power it makes. Ooh, you see them new shocks in there. Very nice. Very nice. But we'll pull this thing in this afternoon and get rocking and rolling. As you guys can see, we're getting Wayne's truck strapped down onto the dyno. We're going to do a few services real quick. We're going to get our Procharged oil changed. and we'll probably get our engine oil changed before we dyno. We did get our iDash from Banks installed yesterday, so that's looking sharp. Very nice data acquisition. So now we can measure our boost. We've got an air mouse on it and boost pressure sensor, along with all the other things it can monitor, barometric pressure, you name it, ignition timing, and such. And then Gio's about got our headers wrapped up on our Challenger over there, so that'll be done today. And I think we may have an intake to do on that, I'm not sure. And then you'll see that car hit the dyno next week for 2. As you guys can see, Gio has got our Challenger all wrapped up. He put our PCM back in, and he wiped it down a little bit. I don't know if you guys seen what it looked like before, but it did look this good when it got here. And it doesn't look that great anyways, but it's cleaned up from us taking it apart. Our BBK long tubes, you see them down in there. They're all installed with the cat and mid pipe. So here in a little bit you guys will see this thing hit the dyno, but you probably won't see it get tuned till Monday. It's already 3 o'clock in the afternoon on this fun freaky fast Friday, so let me get this TA strapped down and get it prepped, and we'll get some of these other projects back in, see if we can't make a little more headway before the end of the day.
What's up, you guys? As you may know me as Gio here at High PSI Performance, this is going to wrap up our week. We have done some amazing things like working on this single turbo charger, this high Ram 426 built that I built here a couple weeks ago. It's about to get ready. And that mean mamma jamma right there. We got some long tube headers, BBK. Y'all make sure to like, subscribe, and follow High PSI Performance. Till next week. Peace.